Happy New Year. Welcome. Today we've got some exciting announcements of upcoming stuff for the channel, but we also need your help to give us some guidance on some ideas that we've got.
Welcome to English Country Life. My name's Fiona.
And my name's Hugh.
And welcome to a brand new year. We are so excited. We've got so much going on. So what have we got? Well, we've got a regular magazine article that we want to tell you about. We've got some big personal changes coming up with some family changes, which means we're going to have a lot of building work and we want to take you on that journey. Hopefully it's going to come off. There's still a possibility it won't at this stage, but we'll update you as we go along. We've got some new product deals, we've got some new companies that we're working with that give you big discounts too, and we want to talk to you about those. We've got public speaking coming up, so we're going to have to stand in front of rooms of people and talk, which is going to be a big change because it's not behind the camera anymore, it's actually in front of an audience. And finally, we want to open a conversation with you. We are doing all of the things which excite us at the moment, but we want to know if that excites you. Are these things that you want from us? So what we'd like to do is open a conversation. We'll throw some ideas out and we'd love you to give feedback in the comments. But let's get started and have a look at the magazine article.
So here's our first exciting announcement. We are going to be writing a regular column, possibly more than one article a month, for The Country Smallholder, the UK's biggest magazine on smallholding and self-sufficiency. It's something we're really excited about, and here we are in the magazine. There's the cottage, there's the history, and we're going to be writing every month. Now, you might think, well, why do that as well as the YouTube? But magazines are different and we can cover things in different levels of detail. We can use more still photographs, we can express things in writing that perhaps wouldn't always come over well on video, and I think we can cover different types of subject in the magazine than we do on the video. The magazine also uncovers practical poultry, so it's a large poultry magazine, and we'll be writing a number of articles for that as well, on breeding with broody hens, chicken care and all those other good things that we cover when it comes to poultry. So if this is something that interests you, we'll put a link to the magazine down in the description below, and look out for us. Every month we'll be in there.
In our introduction, we alluded to some personal changes which are going to happen, and it's all about getting our family closer to us. Now, both of us have got parents who are getting a little bit older, so my mum and dad are actually going to be moving just down the road. At the moment, they live over an hour away, so I can't really pop around for a cup of tea, and if I do go and see them, it's at least half a day out my schedule for an hour to drive. Well, it's an hour and a quarter to drive to them, and an hour and a quarter to drive back, and then whatever time I spend there. So I want to be with them a lot more. I want to have a cup of tea when I want to, and I want them to pop around for a cup of tea as well without even thinking about it. Now, they've bought a house just down the road, and fingers crossed that purchase is going through in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that's a really exciting development, so we can see a lot more of them, and you may actually see them featured in a video. And then this Hugh's mum, she's actually on her own, and she too is about an hour away to travel to see. So once again, it's 2 hours to actually get there and come home, and then whatever time we spend with her. And that takes a lot of effort, and she's on her own. So it's actually a lot more important that we can get to spend more time with her. So there's a possibility we're looking at, and one of our barns, we are looking at converting that into a bungalow for her to live in. And here are some of the plans. Now, where we're at the moment is we have planning permission, and then in the UK what you have to do is go through what's called building regs, which are essentially just all of the very specifics about windows, doors, flooring types, roof type, building materials, and the specific measurements that are going to be included. So we're going through that at the moment. Then we can commission builders, but we then need to make a decision is, are we actually doing the building? And I say there's some uncertainty there, because what we may be able to do is find you a property incredibly close where we can walk and just a few steps or even a few hundred yards and grab a cup of tea, say hello, and she can come around here during the day as well. But that's dependent on a house that close coming up. But we've got 2 or 3 months probably before we start commissioning builders, so it's a possibility. So there's a lot of exciting things happening, and we will keep you updated as things go along. And if we do the building work, we are going to have to show you that, because let's face it, there's going to be a lot of dirt, a lot of noise and a lot going on. And you're going to see potentially some more of our parents in the videos too. But exciting times family wise, and we can't wait for both sets of parents to be closer.
The next one's a bit of a departure for us, but we've got a great friend, Annette, so waves to Annette, who is a member of a local gardening club, and they have regular speakers that come through and talk to them about generally growing related topics. And she suggested us and asked us if we'd be interested in being one of the people who gave that talk. And we thought about it and we thought, yeah, do you know what? There are a number of subjects we could quite comfortably give a sort of hour talk on, be it trying to live self-sufficiently, be it different food preserving techniques that we use, from sort of canning and pickling and salting and drying and all those kinds of things that relate to gardening but are not necessarily sort of, you know, growing flowers or growing vegetables, but in that sort of arena. So we've agreed to do that, and we've already had an approach from 1 or 2 other groups that would be interested in hearing talks like that. And for us, I think that's really exciting, because we love doing the videos, but actually interacting people face to face live has a whole other dimension to it. And we're going to come on to some more of that a little bit later today. But if you are in the Lincolnshire area and you'd like a talk for your local gardening club, WI, etc., do feel free to get in contact with us.
We've got some great offerings to give you, our subscribers, during this year. Now, if you watched our channel in 2022, you'll know that we already have some great offers out there. So we have got 10% off Garden Life Direct walk-in runs. So you can use those for your dogs, for your cats, for your chickens, and those are amazingly robust units. So have a look at the description down below and you can pick up a link to their website to have a look at what they offer and pick up the code to get 10% off. We've also been working with Nestera, and we do love Nestera chicken coops. They're 100% recycled, 25-year guarantee. Who can beat that? And because they're plastic, they are red mite resistant. And we have the biggest discount offer that anyone can offer on Nestera products, and that's 10% off, and you'll get that auto applied at checkout by using the links in the description down below. And you can also view our review videos of the chicken coops that we've already got. Now, we also started working with Brinsea during 2022, and we were able to offer a 10% discount off their Chick Safe auto openers. And we really do rate them, and this is a theme. We're only going to be working with partners, and they are partners where we rate their products, where we really like them. So we're not going to bring you something which we believe is rubbish or isn't going to do the job. We're only going to bring you products which we believe are good, reliable and of quality. Now, Brinsea actually are best known as incubator manufacturers, and the great news is that this year we can offer you some deals on incubators. And this is the first time they've done that, so this is only available through us. Now, this isn't a discount, this is freebies, so in a lot of ways this is a lot more useful, because these are things you're going to use with the incubator. And they're offering freebies with their 7-egg starter incubator, so if you're getting into it for a first time, that's a great place to start. This incubator, which is a 24 egg size, there's a 28 egg size and a 56 egg size. So if you're getting into a larger operation, the 56 egg may really suit you, but they are giving extras away if you buy using the codes that are in the description down below. So please do go and have a look at that. Now, during 2023, we're also in some talks with some other companies, and we're really hoping, we're not going to tell you who they are at the moment because we don't want to jinx anything, and we want to be absolutely sure that they're going ahead, but we're hoping to bring you a lot more offerings during this year from companies that we really rate and do trust. So we hope to be bringing you those soon.
We're now at the part of the video where we need to ask for your help. For us, the most rewarding part of all this social media stuff of YouTube and Twitter and Instagram is where people come back to us and go, I did it. I made that wine. I bought Buff Orpingtons. I cooked that recipe. I grew that garden. Whatever it might be. And for us, that feels so good. The problem is, as the channel's growing, interacting and answering particular questions and helping people on that journey is taking more and more of our time, and it's almost becoming unsustainable. I mean, I recently had somebody I was trying to help on YouTube, and I think it was 16 comments backwards and forwards trying to sort out a particular issue that they were having, and it was very cumbersome and it was very slow, and we need to find a better way of doing it.
I think the problem is that actually all of the correspondence at the moment, all of the interactions we've got with you are typed responses, and you know, typing things out does take an awful lot longer than a conversation, than spoken word. And the reality is, with the comments on the YouTube videos, the individual detailed questions, really quite detailed questions coming through on email, our interactions on Instagram and Twitter, it means that we are actually going to have to start picking and choosing who we respond to. So we need a way of guaranteeing for various subscribers who are really keen to ask us questions or be involved in a particular topic. We want to guarantee that opportunity to talk with us, and it will be a conversation. But it's what format do we do that in?
Absolutely, and we're not, you know, sold on a particular way of doing that, and that's what we want your advice on. You helped us start this channel, and we want you to help us take it to the next level. So how do we continue to interact with people who've got detailed questions, stuff they want to know that we may be able to help them with? Do we offer Zoom calls on our website and somebody can book a half-hour session and talk to us individually? Do we pick a topic? Starting chicken keeping, beginners pressure canning, whatever it might be. Do a live Q&A for Patreon subscribers and YouTube subscribers and what have you, and limit it to 10 tickets or whatever that number might be, so that there's, you know, some element of sharing the cost of doing it, but obviously it's less one-on-one attention. Is there a mechanism that you guys prefer? Do you like Patreon? Do you like YouTube subscribers? Do you like Zoom? Do you like Google Meets? We don't mind. We would love to know what works for you. Would you rather have a session on a topic, or would you rather be able to just book a chance to have a chat with us and talk through whatever issue you're facing, the new property you're thinking of buying, the new venture you're thinking of doing? Please just let us know in the comments and we'll try and make it happen.
And this is really about your preferences. We could do a combination of all of them depending on what kind of things you advise us and you say your preferences are. I mean, we're doing these public speaking events, so actually that would be probably the lowest cost option for people to take part in. But it would be, say, limited to 10, 15, 20 people. We'd give those talks, and then there'd be an opportunity for Q&A at the end. But because there would be 10, 15, 20 people, there would be a limited opportunity for each individual to ask a question. So maybe it's that personal attention you want, where there's something that's really bothering you that you really need to ask and get some advice on, and a one-to-one session is much better.
We don't mind, and that's why we really please take some moments to leave us a comment. All we want is, we don't want this to get so big and unwieldy that we don't get to interact with you, because that is what makes all of this worthwhile for us. Well, that's our introduction to 2023, and the one thing we want to say is to thank you to all of you who actually guided us and brought us by the hand on this journey. It was never our intention, never our plan to set out making YouTube videos. We were asked to do it, and we're loving it, and the support and the appreciation that you've shown us has been fantastic.
I mean, who would have thought that we would have this life after living a corporate life for so many years? But it's wonderful. It really does make a big change, and you have helped us make this happen. And we love sharing it with you. And 2023, as we've told you about, has got some big, huge changes with family, with potential building works, with new products that we're working with, new companies we're working with, speaking opportunities, magazine opportunities, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you so much. And we can only see this year getting better. So we want to share that with you and every subsequent year beyond that. And thank you for being with us.
If you've enjoyed today's video, can you spare us 5 seconds? Give us a thumbs up down below. And while you're there, please, if you can, leave us a comment on how we can best keep the joy that we get from the personal interaction with you. If you've stumbled across us and you're not subscribed to the channel, please tap on subscribe down there and the bell next to it. You'll hear every time we upload a new video. But for today, thanks for watching. Thanks for pushing us on this journey. We've enjoyed it so much. Come back and see us soon. Take care.